I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Here we go. Check. 53's the mic. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 4 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Sam off. You better bring. Get it.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Feel right. Check right. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Watch the run. They're right. 2. Snap.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo, complete. Smith has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Dallas.
Ready. 60 or. Let's get that ball right here. 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, lock it. Topper. Hey, orbit. Hit it.
On first down, Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2nd and 4. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 50. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, check Mike 50.
Hey.
50, check Mike 50. Here we go. 50's the mark.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Hey, Delta.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Greystone travel.
Can you get the ball right here? Let's go. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, seam 6. Look at me, zipper.
53 is the mic. Set the tone, defense.
Get it.
2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Foxtrot. Snap.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Miles Jack with a sack. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
On play action, now Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check it back. Hey, look, 3.
Look at me. Go. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
To throw is Garoppolo. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now! Hey, Echo!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Go on. Hey, zoom. Deep river.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 21 yards there on third down.
First down, Cowboys.
Ready? 90, Wolf. We own it. We own 6-6. Pull it high. Look. Squeeze.
Check hot route. Hot.
Get it.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Garoppolo. And this one complete to Smith. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up fourth down. That's the end of the third.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Go.
Motion. Mike, 55.
Hey, Orville.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Hey, Sam off.
Tight go.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, check. 5.
Now Garoppolo. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Go.
Play.
Hey, Haywood. Leo.
We gotta get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Check. Fresno. Hey, check.
Smooth.
50.
Shoot.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
7. Rock it. Go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the play.
Down. 8, read. Hey, lock it. Hey, Delta. Get it.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, seam 6.
Hey, turn it up.
Snap.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he'll wind 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time. As Sanders has it poked free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You're out. Hey, Foxtrot, Fox, hit it.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Ready?
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Garoppolo now. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Hey, Charlie.
2nd down and goal. Garoppolo. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on 2nd and 16. Garoppolo. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Go.
2nd and long. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Eagles, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.